If you are looking for illumination, check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda. You know, I am well lit right here. I got lots of lights in this room because this is not the brightest bulb. So I like staying illuminated. And one of the things that I've noticed here is that, you know, when I am not shooting right here, when I'm filming right here, if I'm filming in my hallway or sitting at a table or even outside, sometimes the lighting isn't great. It's backlit. You know, my big noggin blocks the light, so it's all dark up in here. And one of the things that I wanted was a little portable light that I didn't have to worry about cords, and I didn't have to worry about having the right charger, and hopefully it would illuminate me quite well. So I picked this up. It's actually a Sprite 15B, I believe, or a 15B, depending on how it is. But it's kind of this aluminum housing in the back here, a frosted lens up front, LEDs, and it's pretty small. It's maybe only about 5 inches by 7 inches wide here. So it's not very big, a little more than an inch thick, and especially with this little knob here. Comes with this little battery here, and it comes with this little mount. So if you have a small tripod, you could mount this on there, and I've actually used it. It comes with a little 1/4-inch screw hole and then a little post, so that will fit into this screw hole, and then that little post there will anchor it in place. But what I really like about this is that if you charge up this battery, and I want to show you, it's a VILTROX battery and NP-F550. And one of the things that I love about this is you can see it right there, it has a USB-C port right there. So I can charge it with any USB-C or lightning cable or Thunderbolt cable, because so many times they come with like a proprietary charger, and I just hate that. All right. Now, if I look at the back here, we see we have some holes for venting. We have a little LCD screen right there. We've got the on and off button right up here. Mode, we have the little controller and selector right there, and then a button right there, and then an eject button for the battery. So I want to just show you, I think I've charged this up. And this is going to go in this way, just like this. And then you're going to slide it in. It's going to lock in. When I was trying to take it out to charge it up again, I was like, oh, it's not coming out. But just FYI, you got to hit this button here, and then it will slide back out, okay? So it does lock in there. You don't have to worry about it falling out. But even with this, it's maybe a little back heavy, but I've noticed that I can still sit it on a flat surface and it will stand up. All right, so the next thing I want to do is go ahead and flip this on. And I want to show you get that little LCD screen on there. And now this is turned on. What it does have is memory. So the cool thing about right there, it says the brightness level, it's 96%. I've kind of cranked it up. And then you can also go down here. So I can actually adjust this, right, down or up. And then if I select the one below it, now I can change the color temperature too. So if you really want that warm yellow, darn near orange, or I can turn it the other way, and now it goes to a cool, bright white. So you can get it to any temperature you want, and it has the Kelvin number right there, so you can dial that sucker in. And I kind of like it just a little warm, just a little warm, just a little bit of hint of candle there. And then if I hit the mode button, you can see that I can go to some different modes. It's got like camera flash, that's the lightning. Then we go here, then we go back to just being fully on. So I like that. So this is pretty cool. So you're probably wondering, hey Pete, this little tiny, almost pocketable light box doesn't work. Let's go somewhere where it's not super bright, not inside my head, but somewhere else that it's not super bright, and try it out. All right, so I'm sitting here in my living room with the light behind me, and it's not that my face isn't decently lit, but what's happening here is that the light behind me is kind of blowing out the scene, and I probably don't have enough light on my face to kind of draw the eye here. It's kind of getting drawn right here for obvious reasons. And so I'm probably not gonna be able to get rid of this, especially if I want some of that background in there. But what I want to do is actually see if this will help illuminate my face a little bit here. So I'm just going to turn this on and show you what this will do in the real world situation. And so there it is. That's what it's giving me. Obviously the background here is still getting blown out a little bit, but now I've got this yellowish light. I'm going to call it a slightly warm. I think it was around 6,000 on the Kelvin scale, but this is actually making this so much more usable, right? It's actually making me look illuminated here. If I were doing a training video or talking head video, your eye would certainly be drawn to my face a little bit more here. So this is a good example, you know, pretty well lit here, but obviously this little panel light is producing tons of light right on my face. So if you were looking for a way to take a little light with you so that you can illuminate what you want, illumination, then I think you should pick this up. I'll put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.